Greetings, YouTube! It is I, MariK, and welcome back to another episode of Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords Restored Content. On the last episode, we got the hell of Paragus, finally, and got on the ship and flew away. There's a door here. I haven't even... There's an HK. Let's diagnose the droid. It looks as if this droid is missing 4 critical components. Its processor, a replacement chassis, the control cluster, and the vocabulator. Well, let's put the vocabulator. Alright, so there's nothing we can do there. Let's see what else is on the ship. Got a room. That looks mostly fixed. Got a workbench. I don't think we have anything that we need to upgrade. I mean... No. What is that shit? And no. Alright. So we just wasted 10 seconds. Oh well. Hyperdrive shit is fixed. Cargo space. Where is that old bitch? There you are, bitch.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
So, when you lost your hand, some shit happened.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
Well, if I felt the loss, what would have happened if you had died?
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
More extreme. I felt like my hand was dipped in carbonite.
Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
So it would have killed me.
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Yeah, I don't want to test it. So, we're gonna work together until we can get this shit fixed.
I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Yeah, it better not.
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses a Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Oh, indeed. I need to know more about this shit.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
What do you mean by first split?
Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
So they continue the crusade. They seem a bit different,
In a manner of speaking. They are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
Uh-huh. Well, I've never seen assassins like that before.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
Well, that's fine. I have other things to ask you.
Ask, and I...
What's happened since the wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Okay, well, tell me about this.
It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But the Jedi didn't do anything.
Indeed. The Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
And MariK and Revan refused to wait.
Two Jedi Knights, Revan and MariK, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
I know, he was a great leader.
Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing.
Yeah, kind of. A lot of people died. A lot.
You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that MariK, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
Some battles have to be fought, though. I don't blame Revan.
Did Revan fail? Or was it the failure of the Jedi teachings? A question for another time, perhaps. As Revan and MariK fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
I don't think that's how it happened.
Revan and MariK, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. MariK continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
Okay, so how were they... What happened to MariK?
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish MariK, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Great, so what happened to Revan?
After defeating MariK, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated MariK, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So he saved the Republic.
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to survive.
So then... I guess we have to just, do what we can.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
I mean, it kinda makes sense.
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
Because I'm the last Jedi.
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
Alright, that is a lot of philosophical shit. I need to take a minute to breathe.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
I don't think he will.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
Well, I'll make sure that that doesn't happen. Shit! For an old woman, she sure is long-winded. That kinda seems a lot like old people do. They just keep talking no matter what. Hello, Atten.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Yep. She has a lot to talk about.
Yeah, to you, maybe. I don't usually hear much beyond fool and imbecile. She's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She
I think
may have
she's
been
already
good-looking
dead.
once, but it takes some hard living
Wait.
to make creases like that.
Excuse me. You must have taken a blaster hit when I wasn't looking.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now. After spacing that old witch, of course.
Alright, are we still on course for Telos?
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Baragas had logged in their astrogation charts. Well, if you thought Baragas was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Okay, well I'll do that then.
So, what happened?
What the hell are you talking about?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Well, those assholes kinda took that away from me.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
I actually had two. I had two single hilts.
Figures. It wasn't red, was it?
No. It was actually quite unique, to be honest.
Yeah? Unique how?
Oh yeah, this is the best part. Where is it? No. Where's the cyan? It's blue, green, yellow, violet, orange. We're gonna go with Viridian.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
Oh, I agree.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
You're sitting a little far back from the console to be, doing any flying. Let's go to Telos. Hey, you're flying pretty well. You haven't hit any of the other ships so far. Well, that was a pretty good landing. Alright, so the first thing...
Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126.
Hello?
Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
Well, I hope he's bringing food.
If they think we caused the explosion, here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
I did it.
That as it may be, the circumstances of your arrival are suspect at best. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
This is outrageous. You have no evidence.
You were the only witnesses of the mining facility's destruction. Thus, it is necessary for us to keep you under surveillance until we have a better idea of what happened.
Well, bitch, why don't you sit down and I'll tell you the fucking story.
Look around you. Even if you managed to overcome all of us, Bay Control could simply open the MagCon field and shoot you into space. So, let's not do this the hard way.
Alright, fine, but you're going to pay for this.
Given your position, it would be a good idea if you took a more accommodating tone.
I don't do
Men,
accommodating!
your arms and armor. Follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Okay, you're not going to jail again. Hey, who's this bitch? Hello, security. There's a bitch trying to get on my ship. They're not even listening.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082.
But why do we have to be in here? This is ridiculous.
As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us until then.
So be it, but I'll remember this, you fool.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
How the hell do you get comfortable in a force cage? You can't even, like, lean back or you're gonna get electrocuted.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
Well, I must admit, I'm a little disappointed in your fucking haircut, bitch.
Doubtful, though at least it appears you have some spirit. The exchange is a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills.
Shots fired.
No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think
Yeah,
overloading the
pathetic.
cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
How do you think you're even gonna get away with this, you dumb shit?
The security cameras have mysteriously shorted out. There will be no witnesses to your escape attempt, during which I'll have been forced to kill you. By the time the TSF realize I'm not one of them, I will be far from this place.
Yeah, in the afterlife, 'cause your body's staying right here.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave him alone. You want to fight? Then try me if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once,
Aiden
and you
is
shall not do
savage
so
as
twice.
shit.
But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi, and no match to my skills.
I actually like this guy. Not this bitch. I meant at. Can I? Let's force lightning here. Let's use all of our fucking force bar on force lightning. And then Atten sucker punched
Security
him.
cameras.
That was
What's
beautiful.
going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you
Wait
to
a
back
minute.
up slowly.
No,
Hands
wait.
In front of you, into the force cage.
Hold on, I didn't
Cooperate,
do it.
and we won't have to gun you down.
It's not
Come
what
on,
you
Lieutenant.
think.
They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
No, it's not. It's, he's an assassin. Good thing I didn't have to depend on you for protection.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
So what I tried to tell you, I'm glad you noticed it only after he tried to kill me.
We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
That's very inspiring.
Officer.
I don't remember
Lieutenant
him
Yima
giving us
reported
that
this
look in the
incident.
original
She'll
game.
look
That
into
must have been
this.
some
The
added
rest of you
shit.
come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082
It
immediately.
was actually really good. I liked it.
These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
I agree.
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragus facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
And can you at least bring us some food? Like some tacos?
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station.
Yeah, we do need
We
to.
cannot stay in any one place too long. But our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Yeah, I want to sleep. I want to take a nap. I don't want to meditate. But you're gonna make me do it anyways. And now someone's interrupting with a phone call.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him.
What the hell does he want?
He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of KotOR. That's all he will say.
Who the hell is this chode habit?
Very well. I'll let him in now.
I don't know any chode. Well, I do. What does this chode want with me? Yes, I know all about it. So, could you get to the point? I was sleeping. While sitting up. How does he intend to heal me?
Perhaps KotOR should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
Yeah, well, I'll think about it.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Yeah, let's try that. Ah, good old bed. Son of a bitch! Hello!
I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
What the hell does this bitch want?
I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her administrative assistant. May I put you through?
Fine.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am John Alonso.
Yeah, what the hell do you want, bitch?
I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain
Are
your
you
help,
spying on
attempting
me?
to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats.
No, he kept talking about his chode.
Oh, I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them.
No, he just was interested in his chode.
Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians.
Then what the hell are you
I
wasting my
believe you're
time
a
for?
person of influence. Someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
Yeah, well, I'll think about it.
I'd rather discuss that in person. Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
I agree. Put the phone on silent.
Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If he served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not, simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
He has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that he turned away from war, did all that he could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do him a disservice by not speaking of this while he is present.
Oh, hello.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
Why are they sending a ship?
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
How long do I have to stay?
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
Well, thanks, I suppose, but what about my shit?
The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk.
The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
And what about my droid and the other shit?
After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off the station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
Ha, I agree. You know that from experience.
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
Alright, so what do you think, old
It is
woman?
difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason. but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
Well, either way, we need a ship. So let's find our shit.
Makes sense. I'll follow your lead.
Alright, well that was a great history lesson. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up here. Because, you know, shit. So if you enjoyed any of this, really, please hit that like button down below so we know that you aren't completely miserable. We appreciate your support. We appreciate the new subscribers as well. Always remember to save your game, because if you were to lose that data, you would have to do all of that again. And that would be a shame. But we're gonna get the frig out of here. We'll see you guys in the next episode.